Hello, I'm Tony from Bonner's Music. We've got a very large keyboard centre which is based in Eastbourne in East Sussex. It's very easy to get to, and we've got on-site parking as well, so it's certainly one of the best places you can come to actually try out lots of keyboards under one roof to make sure you're buying the right keyboard for your needs. Today this is my presentation on the brand new Yamaha PSR S975. So the PSR S975 replaces the older S970 model. A lot of the features are very similar, but it does have the advantage of having two of the Yamaha expansion packs already built into the keyboard, plus there's a large area of memory for you to install your own packs as well and samples and things. So it's very expandable, this keyboard, so you can add lots and lots of additional content to it. But what I'm dealing with today is just what you get in the keyboard when you get it out of the box, and what better place to start than the piano sound. So let's just take a listen to the main grand piano. So now let's take a listen to that same piano sound, but in the context of a style. So we've got the drums and all the accompaniment playing at the same time. So as you can hear, in true Yamaha tradition, the quality of the styles is excellent, and that piano sound was really nice, especially when mixed with the drums and everything as well. So straight away you can hear the quality of this keyboard. So let's take a look at one of my other favourite piano sounds, and this is the classic Yamaha electric piano sound, which was first made famous in their DX7 synthesizer back in, I think, 1983, 1984. And in the S975 there's a nice sound which is actually a DX7 ballad electric piano layered with a sort of synth choir, and it's called Dream DX, and I really like this sound. So let's play a piece of music using that, first of all on its own, and then again using an accompaniment style with it too. S975 really excels at guitar sounds. I'm going to take 3 different guitar sounds here just to give you a little demonstration, and this is starting off with the rock guitar. So this is the heavy distorted guitar sound. So let's just take a listen to that sound on its own. Now what I'm going to introduce you to here is just a couple of additional features that you can use, which are quite handy, which I find. First of all, you've got the multi-pads, which are these 4 buttons here on the right hand side. They've appeared on Yamaha keyboards for a long time now, but I find them really useful because you can use them to add additional phrases and percussion loops and arpeggios to the style that is playing. So what that means is if you want to add some extra congas or bongos or maybe just a nice little harp run or a glissando or something, you can add that in to what's playing with on the rhythm side, and it locks in with the tempo as well, so it plays in time with the rhythm. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to choose just a shaker, just a percussion shaker, just to play on pad number 4. So if we just take a listen to that. So what I'm going to do now is introduce you to another feature, which is one of my favourite features on the PSR S975, which is the channel on-off button. Now the reason I'm introducing you to this now is because I'm actually going to use this in conjunction with the multi-pads to create a different kind of arrangement. So what the channel on-off button does is allow you to turn off individual parts of the style, or the accompaniment as it's known. So each style is made up to 9 different parts. So you've got a couple of drum parts, you've got bass, you've got some chord parts and some phrases and a pad part as well. There's also some audio sounds as well in some of the accompaniments. Now you can turn each of those off individually. So what I'm going to do here is take a rock rhythm and I'm going to turn off some of the parts because I don't want everything playing to start off with. But what I'm going to do is also introduce the multi-pad shaker, and then I'm going to switch the parts back on, and at the same time I'm going to play my guitar riff on the right hand side. So you'll see here we start off with the main rock rhythm, I turn off some of the parts, introduce the multi-pad, and then halfway through the piece of music then I bring the other parts back in just by pressing the buttons under the screen and bring the whole band back in, and you'll see it really is quite effective. So that was the rock guitar sound. Now let's take a listen to the classical guitar sound. As you can hear, there's real clarity in that sound. It's a really beautiful sound to play and it's very responsive. Now the next guitar sound I'm going to play is a sound that was very popular in the 1960s in the UK, and this was made famous by the Shadows, and this is called Shadow Guitar. So let's just take a listen to it on its own first of all, and then let's play it in context with the band. So now I'm going to come on to one of my favourite parts of this video, and this is the string sounds on the S975. Now, I've found some really beautiful orchestral sounds in this keyboard, and what I'm going to do here is just play a very short piece of music which you may recognise, and just imagine this was a film score. I mean, the quality of these sounds inside this keyboard, considering it's actually a mid-range keyboard, because above this sits the Genos, which is Yamaha's top-of-the-range workstation. Considering that this is about 50% of the cost of a Genos, just take a listen to the clarity and the quality of these string sounds. So as you can hear, really nice, warm string sounds, but with clarity as well. And I just love playing. I've played on that sound for a long time. I love playing it. So what I'm going to do now is take that same string voice and I'm going to use it with a rhythm as well. So this is exactly the same string sound. I haven't changed it at all, but as you can hear, it's so versatile. It can either be used for film scoring, and it also sounds great in a pop music context as well. So let's take a look at one of the Woodwind sounds now. This is a sound, it's one of my favourite Yamaha sounds of all time actually. This is the Soprano Sax Sound, and it's very reminiscent of sort of early 90s Kenny G type sounds. Let's just take a listen to the sound on its own first of all. And now let's play a fairly well-known piece of Kenny G music in context with a style and that beautiful soprano sax sound. So another sound which is very popular with UK keyboard players is the sound of the Glenn Miller Orchestra. So let's just play a famous piece of music called I Know Why using the Glenn Miller preset, which is on the S975. So as I said earlier, the S975 has got 2 expansion packs already built into it, so there's a lot of additional sounds and styles in this that weren't in the previous generation keyboards. I'm just going to take a couple of those styles now and give you an idea of what they sound like. So this is from the Euro Dance pack, and this particular style is called Orchestral Trance. So there, I've given you a pretty good overview of some of the key parts of the S975. Obviously, there are a lot more features in this keyboard. There's recording features. You can create your own styles. You can store your own settings, which they call registrations. It's got a lot of things that you can edit. There are editable sounds. There are harmonies that you can play on your right hand. So there's lots more that you can do with this keyboard than I've shown you today. But this is just to give you a flavour of what this keyboard can do. Finally, I'm just going to finish off showing you a couple more sounds and one of the new Latin styles, which is on the expansion pack that's built into the S975. So what I'm going to do first of all is just show you another one of my favourite piano sounds, which is the Octave Piano. So let's just take a listen to that. So I've got a very Latin feel to it. And now let's have a listen to a trumpet sound. And I like this sound because the harder you press the keyboard, it actually gives you a trill on the trumpet as well. So again, works great in a Latin type musical scenario. So now what I'm going to do is play one of the new styles. This is called Latin Pop Dance. I'm going to use the 2 sounds I've just shown you. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. It's just a very quick overview of what the S975 can do, but please do come to our store so you can actually try this keyboard out for yourself. Or if you live a long way away and you can't make it, please contact us either by email or telephone. We're happy to talk about keyboards over the telephone, and we offer great part exchange deals as well. So if you already own an instrument that you'd like to upgrade to an S975, then please do give us a call. You'll find all our contact details in the description below this movie. Thanks very much for watching.